Mary Lou Retton Park on this Thursday evening, a mid-playoff, non-postseason game between the 21-6 Fairmont Senior Polar Bears and the 20-6 East Hardy Cougars. Hi, I'm Eli Brady here to bring you the action tonight. Thank you so much for joining us, folks. And earlier today, I talked to head coach Dave Reiser of the Polar Bears about the scheduling of this game today and the game at South Harrison tomorrow. And he said it's simply to keep the bats warm for the Polar Bears as they prepare to face Frankfort next week in the regional championship. East Hardy prepares to face South Harrison in the Single A regional championship next week. You're allowed to schedule games like this only against teams still playing in the postseason and from a different class. The Polar Bears Double A and the East Hardy Cougars are Single A. But it still counts to the team's records, which could affect seeding in Charleston if either of these two teams make it. We'll find out what happens next. You're watching live streaming coverage of Polar Bear Baseball on Video Productions.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
I'm Keith Powell, and going on right now is my Keith Says Yes Fest. I'm saying yes to lowering your payments, yes to your trade-in, regardless of condition, miles, even if you're still making payments. My Keith Says Yes credit approval process helps me say yes, you're approved. So if you want new Chevys, yes. New Fords, yes. Lifetime warranty, yes. Come see me, Keith Powell at Yes Chevy in Hurricane and Yes Ford in Huntington.
Welcome to Mary Lou Retton Park for tonight's matchup between East Hardy and your Fairmont Senior Polar Bears. East Hardy's starting lineup. Is it too loud? Playing shortstop, number 2, Evan Hamilton. Your second baseman, number 4, Mason Hamilton. Playing first base, number 16, Garrett Von Meter. Playing right field, number 1, Levi Price. Your catcher, number 13, Logan Sager. Playing center field, number 6, Noah Seger. Your pitcher, number 15, Shane Sisler. Playing third base, number 10, Nate Smith. And your left fielder, number 3, Brandon Jones. And now the starting lineups for Fairmont Senior. Playing center field, number 3, Cam Peschel. Playing second base, number 7, Sammy Vianney. Your pitcher, number 2, Logan Canfield. Playing left field, number 5, Dylan Hours. Playing right field, number 6, Brock Martin. Playing third base, number 9, Matt Masters. Playing first base, number 21, Hayden Jones. Your catcher, number 4, Ethan Miller. And playing shortstop, number 18, Braden Gorby. Now please rise for the national anthem.
1965, the team at City Construction has been an industry leader in all facets of construction, shaping the West Virginia landscape with some of the most recognizable commercial projects throughout the state. As one of the largest general contractors in north central West Virginia, our outstanding record of quality workmanship and personal service is here for your next project. Call our team of experts today.
Give us the opportunity to design build your next project. City Construction Company, West Virginia proud since 1965.
Here at Thornhill, our goal is to provide you with the best automotive experience.
From our state-of-the-art facilities, amenities, and certified staff we call family.
You'll be offered the best experience you deserve.
We take pride in our focus for customer care, bringing the best quality and support for all of our customers' needs.
What are you waiting for? It's your time to get behind the wheel with Thornhill.
Get started now at thornhillautomotive.com.
Just tag it at Thornhill, where it's all here for you. US 119 Chapmanville and Logan, WV to Belfry, Kentucky.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
I'm Keith Powell, and going on right now is my Keith Says Yes Fest. I'm saying yes to lowering your payments, yes to your trade-in, regardless of condition, miles, even if you're still making payments. My Keith Says Yes credit approval process helps me say yes, you're approved. So if you want new Chevys, yes. New Fords, yes. Lifetime warranty, yes. Come see me, Keith Powell at Yes Chevy in Hurricane and Yes Ford in Huntington.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that golden boot pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Thanks, buddy.
No problem, Welcome back to Mary Lou Retton Park. Making a start on the mound is Logan Canfield, and you remember the last 6-7 games, starting pitcher for the Polar Bears has either been Sammy Vianney or Hayden Jones, so Polar Bears taking advantage of this opportunity mid-postseason, but it's not a playoff game. However, it does count to the record. Logan Canfield's 5-0 on the season, trying to make it 6-0 from the mound today. Take a look at the fielding lineup for the Polar Bears. Canfield will be on the mound. His catcher will be Ethan Miller. First baseman Hayden Jones. At second base is Sammy Vianney. Braden Gorby starting at shortstop. Matt Masters at third. In the outfield from left to right, Dylan Hours, Cam Peschel, and Brock Martin. And the Polar Bears are wearing a new uniform tonight, so there are a lot of number changes. We'll go through them real quick. Sammy Vianney is number 7 today. Braden Gorby is number 18. Hayden Jones is number 21. Matt Masters is number 9. And those are the number changes that are different from the usual. And these Polar Bear uniforms are pretty sharp. Leading off for the Cougars of East Hardy will be Evan Hamilton, followed by Mason Hamilton and Ron Meter for the Cougars. East Hardy has put together a good season to this point with a record of 20-6. The Polar Bears with a record of 21-6. It's double A versus single A.
Now batting number 2, Evan Hamilton.
The Polar Bears have another one of these non-playoff mid-postseason games tomorrow at South Harrison. One of 2, and then they will be off to Frankfort in Mineral County on Monday for game 1 of the regionals. Here's the first pitch from Canfield. It's up high for ball 1. The 1-0 from Canfield is swung on and fouled back by Hamilton. And the count is 1-1. The 1-1 from Canfield, and it misses just barely, and the count is 2-1. Two balls, one strike. Here's the pitch from Canfield, and that's inside for ball 3. Three-one count. Here's the pitch from Canfield, fouled back by Hamilton, and the count is full. Evan Hamilton has a full count for the Cougars. The leadoff batter in this game. See what Canfield decides to go to here. Nobody on, nobody out in the top of the first. The payoff pitch is missed. Ball 4, and Evan Hamilton will take his base. A leadoff base runner for East Hardy. Bring up
now
Mason
number
Hamilton.
4, Mason Hamilton.
One on and nobody out. Here's the pitch from Canfield. Hamilton takes off to second. Throw by Miller bounces to Gorby, and it's a stolen base for Evan Hamilton. And so runner in scoring position, nobody out in top of the first for East Hardy. Canfield looks back at Hamilton and pitches to Hamilton over his head for ball 2.
Okay.
2-0 count, one on. Evan Hamilton, the runner at second. Here's the pitch from Canfield, a swing and a miss by Hamilton. And the count is 2-1. Again, Mason Hamilton at the plate. Evan Hamilton, the base runner, at second for East Hardy. Looking to do some damage early in this game. The 2-1, and that's going to catch the inside corner for strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes for Hamilton. This will be pitch number 11 on the day for Logan Canfield. He looks back at the base runner with the leadoff second, and he's going to hit Mason Hamilton on a 2-2 count. And 2 base runners, the 2 Hamiltons for East Hardy, are on with nobody out for Garrett Van Meter.
Now batting number 16, Garrett Von Meter.
So Van Meter comes to the plate for East Hardy with 2 on, nobody out, a runner in scoring position. Good opportunity right here for the Cougars. They'll wind up in the pitch. Up high, ball 1 to Van Meter. Canfield looks back, delivers the 1-0, and it is down low, ball 2. Slipped out of the glove of Ethan Miller. He picked it up in time, keeps the runners where they are. Evan Hamilton, the runner at second. Mason Hamilton, the runner at first. The 2-0 to Van Meter, and that's going to miss. 3 balls, no strikes for Garrett Van Meter. Cougars threatening to load up the bases early. A 3-0 count. Here's the pitch, a swing and a miss by Van Meter. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 on, nobody out. The pitch up high, ball 4. Van Meter walks and the bases are loaded. So Canfield, first 3 batters he's faced have walked, and East Hardy has the bases loaded for Levi Price, the right fielder, batting in the cleanup spot. A great opportunity here with nobody out to try to drive in a few runs to
now
give East Hardy the early lead.
Levi Price.
The pitch from Canfield, swung on, grounded foul by Price. Count is 0-1. Hamilton, the runner, at third. Mason Hamilton at second. Van Meter at first. The pitch from Canfield, that one's going to catch for strike 2. Canfield finally gets an East Hardy batter behind the count. No balls and 2 strikes for Levi Price with the bases loaded and nobody out in the top of the first. Here's the pitch from Canfield. A swing and a miss, and Price strikes out on 3 pitches. So after loading the bases up early, Canfield comes back with a strikeout. That is the first out of the inning. We'll
now
bring
batting
up
number 13,
Logan Sager.
Logan Sager.
Still a good opportunity for East Hardy. Sager at the plate, bases loaded, 1 out. The pitch from Canfield. That one on the top of the strike zone for strike 1. Canfield starting to pick it up. After 3 straight walks, he's come back trying not to give East Hardy too big of an advantage early. That one's fouled into the dirt by Sager, and the count is 0-2. For the catcher, Logan Sager. Back-to-back 0-2 counts. Canfield was able to record a strikeout on Levi Price, the previous batter. 0-2 count here for Sager. Here's the pitch, and this one is going to be popped up. Hayden Jones in foul territory, makes the catch, throw to first, and back in time is Van Meter. That could have been a double play to end the inning because Van Meter had taken off and was off the base and not sure where he was going. There was nowhere to go because the bases were loaded.
Now batting number 6.
But he got back in time.
Sager.
And Hayden Jones didn't see it, but you almost don't even look for it in that situation because the bases are loaded. You won't even think that. Noah Sager's gonna ground it. It is fielded by Vianney. Flip to Gorby. There's 3 outs. Logan Canfield gets out of the inning without allowing a run after walking the first 3 batters. We are scoreless as we head into the bottom of the first. You're watching live streaming coverage of Polar Bear Baseball on Video Productions.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier, and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that Golden Boot pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Welcome back to Mary Lurette Park. Getting ready for the start of the bottom half of the first inning. On the mound for the East Hardy Cougars will be pitcher Shane Sisler. His catcher will be Logan Sager. First baseman is Garrett Van Meter. Mason Hamilton at second. Evan Hamilton at shortstop. Nate Smith, the third baseman. In the outfield from left to right, Brandon Jones, Noah Sager, and Levi Price for the Cougars. Leading off for the Polar Bears, as usual, will be Cam Peschel, followed by Sammy Vianney and Logan Canfield.Owers, Martin, Masters, Jones, Miller, and Gorby will follow. East Hardy had the bases loaded with nobody out
Cam Peschel
in the top of the first inning, but weren't able to capitalize on it. And the score is still 0-0. And a very disappointing start to this game for East Hardy after what looked to be promising. Start at the bottom of the first. Peschel at the plate, batting .440 on the season. Here's the pitch from Sisler, and it's low for ball one. 1-0 count to Cam Peschel. Sisler kicks and fires, and swung on by Peschel. It is grounded, fielded by Hamilton. Throw to Van Meters in time. Peschel grounds out. In his first at bat, one away, nobody on, brings up Sammy Vianney, wearing number 7 today instead of his usual number 1 with the new uniforms.
Now batting number 7, Sammy Vianney.
But I mean when I say I really like these new uniforms the Polar Bears have brought out. The pitch from Sisler, inside corner, strike one to Vianney.
I think these are ones that he's had so long. They're an old, new, wearing them new, but they're old. Yeah.
The 0-1 from Sisler is low for ball one. One count, nobody on, one out. Vianney's going to take a swing at it. It is popped up into shallow right field. Second baseman Mason Hamilton underneath it to make the catch for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Logan Canfield batting in the number 3 spot.
Now batting number 2, Logan Canfield.
Canfield, the starting pitcher today for the Polar Bears. Sees the pitch from Sisler, and it bounces to Sager for ball one. Nobody on, 2 outs. Bottom of the first inning in a scoreless game. Here's the 1-0 from Sisler. It is grounded. That's going to stay fair. Picked up by Smith. Throw across the diamond is way over the head of Van Meter. And Canfield's on with an E5 by Nate Smith on the wild throw to first. And
now batting number 5, Dylan Hours.
I think Nate Smith just rushed the throw. This is a pretty routine play and forced Van Meter to come way off first. And here comes a courtesy runner in place of Logan Canfield. It'll be Slayton Jack, who normally wears number 33. He'll be number 8, and he's the runner in place of Canfield, as Canfield is the starting pitcher. Hours will come to the plate with 1 on and 2 outs. The pitch from Sisler, up high, ball one. One-0 count for Hours. The pitch, inside corner, strike one. A 1-1 count for Dylan Hours, 1 on and 2 outs. Slayton Jack is the base runner at first. The pitch from Sisler, swung on by Hours. This is into left field. Chasing after it is Jones, and it drops in front of him. Jack digging to third. Reiser tells him to stop. Hours gets the second. And a double for Hours puts 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs for Brock Martin.
Now batting number 6, Brock Martin.
So Martin will come to the plate after the double by Hours. 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Scoreless game. Here's the pitch from Sisler. It is popped straight up into the air. Van Meter, the first baseman, over after it, and it goes over the East Hardy dugout. Foul for strike one. Oh, 1 count for Martin. Ours is halfway between second and third. Pitch is low for ball 2. Or ball 1 to Martin. Count is 1-1. A ball and a strike, 2 on, 2 outs. The pitch from Sisler, swung on by Martin. That is into center field. Sager chasing after it. It's behind him. Jack is in to score. Ours follows behind. 2-0 Polar Bears on a 2 RBI double from Brock Martin. He's gotten plenty of those this season, and it gives the Polar Bears a 2-0 lead early in this game. So Martin is on at second with 2 outs. Brock had a 2 RBI double against East Fairmont in the first of 3 postseason games between the rivals. He has another one here, and it gives the Polar Bears a 2-0 lead. One on and 2 outs. Matt Masters at the plate for the Polar Bears. Martin with a leadoff second. The pitch from Sisler is grounded by Masters. That's going to roll foul. Nate Smith picked it up after it bounced across the foul line on the third baseline. And the count is 1-1 for Masters. Brock Martin has really been racking up RBIs recently, later in this season and into the postseason. He's gotten 2 more there. The pitch from Sisler. This one is slammed by Masters into left center field, and chasing after it, Noah Sager makes an incredible play in center field. And that gets East Hardy out of the inning. But the Polar Bears are able to put 2 runs on the board, a 2-0 lead after 1. You're watching live streaming coverage of Polar Bear baseball on Video Productions.
Hi, this is Meredith Mayer from Fairmont, West Virginia, and when I'm back home, you can find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that thundering herd pride at your local Parmar stores. We are over 200 stores strong and growing. Download the Parmar app for even more savings and sign up for the Parmar Rewards Card. Whether it's food, gas, or groceries, we have you covered. We are Marshall, and we are Parmar stores.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Welcome back to Mary Lou Retton Park. Logan Canfield returns to the mound for the Polar Bears. He's got 23 pitches through 1 inning to this point. He walked the first 3 batters, loaded the bases up for East Hardy, but turned it up in the later half of the top of the first, struck out Levi Price. Sager popped out, and then Noah Sager grounded out. And they got 3 outs, and East Hardy left stranded the bases loaded with nobody out, too. Leading off this inning will be East Hardy's starting pitcher,
now batting
Shane
number 15,
Sisler.
Shane Sisler.
Canfield was able to reach first against Sisler. Sisler swings and misses at the first pitch from Canfield, and it's an 0-1 count. No balls, 1 strike. Nobody on, nobody out. Leadoff batter Sisler sees the pitch from Canfield. A great pitch right down the middle for strike 2. And 3 out of the last 4 batters Canfield has faced, he's got him in an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Sisler strikes out. Miller dropped the ball. Has to throw it to Jones. He gets it in time. And second strikeout of the day for Logan Canfield. That'll bring up Nate Smith, the third baseman.
Now batting number 10, Nate Smith.
Smith made the error in the first inning. Eventually led to the Polar Bears putting 2 runs on the board. Here's the pitch from Canfield, up high, ball 1. 1-0 count. The pitch is swung on and fouled back. Count is 1-1. Nobody on and 1 out. A ball and a strike. The pitch from Canfield, outside, ball 2. Two-one count. The pitch to Smith. Swing and a miss. That puts the count at 2-2. Nate Smith stands in. Nobody on, 1 out. Here's the pitch from Canfield, and that one is called. Strike 3, another strikeout for Canfield. A backwards K for Nate Smith. Third of the day.
Now batting number 3, Brandon Jones.
And ever since East Hardy has had the bases loaded, nobody out, Canfield has been on fire. And with 2 strikeouts already and 2 batters faced, a chance to potentially strike out the side as left fielder Brandon Jones at the bottom of the order comes up to the plate for East Hardy. That one misses low for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That's low again, and the count is 2-0. Nobody on, 2 outs. Canfield kicks and fires, and it's up high off the glove of Miller. And Brandon Jones has a 3-0 count. Jones trying to give East Hardy their first base runner this inning. Here's the pitch from Canfield, and it catches for strike 1. So 3 balls and a strike for Jones. See what Canfield decides to go to here as he returns to the mound. Gets the signal from Miller. The 3-1. And it misses inside, ball 4. 4th walk of the day for Canfield. Brandon Jones is on with 2 outs.
Now batting number 2, Evan Hamilton.
Back to the top of the order for the Cougars. Evan Hamilton makes his second plate appearance. He walked on a full count in the first. He's got 1 on. The runner is Brandon Jones with 2 outs in the second. Canfield kicks and fires over the head of Miller off the backstop. Brandon Jones takes off and gets the second. So a runner in scoring position now for East Hardy. On the pass ball thrown by Canfield. 1-0 count for Hamilton. The pitch. That one misses low, ball 2 to Hamilton. The 2-0. That's going to hit Hamilton. And another walk for the Cougars here. Canfield's been streaky to this point. He walked the first 3 batters, struck out 3 of the next 5, and now he's walked the last 2. 2 on and 2 outs, and they're going to meet with him on the mound. Got a little break in the first inning after having the bases loaded, nobody out. Came on and turned up the heat and didn't allow East Hardy to come home with a run. Looked like he was continuing that into this inning, striking out the first 2 batters faced, but back-to-back walks, another hit by pitch, and East Hardy is threatening with 2 on and 2 outs. Everyone returns back to their positions. Mason Hamilton at the plate for the Cougars. Two on, 2 out. Here's the pitch from Canfield. It's up high, ball 1 to Hamilton. Back-to-back 20-pitch innings for Canfield. Probably going to want to lower that number a little bit. Coming up, Hamilton grounds it. Jones is there, fields it, tries to race him to the bag, and Jones is going to win it in the field for the 3rd out of the inning. So East Hardy denied points again. It's 2-0. Fairmont Senior. We head to the bottom half of the 2nd. When we return, you're watching live streaming coverage of Polar Bear Baseball on Video Productions.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
I'm Keith Powell, and going on right now is my Keith Says Yes Fest. I'm saying yes to lowering your payments, yes to your trade-in, regardless of condition, miles, even if you're still making payments. My Keith Says Yes credit approval process helps me say yes, you're approved. So if you want new Chevys, yes. New Fords, yes. Lifetime warranty, yes. Come see me, Keith Powell at Yes Chevy in Hurricane and Yes Ford in Huntington.
Welcome back to Mary Lou Retton Park, getting ready to start the bottom half of the 2nd inning. Leading off will be Hayden
now batting
Jones.
number 21, Hayden Jones.
Polar Bears lead the Cougars 2-0. Jones at the plate for the Polar Bears. Here's the pitch from Sisler, and it's down the middle for strike 1. Jones, the leadoff batter in the 2nd, trying to extend the 2-0 lead the Polar Bears have built already. Inside corner, strike 2 to Hayden Jones, 0-2 count. Sisler kicks and fires, and a swing and a miss, and Jones strikes out on 3 pitches. 1 away in the 2nd. Despite
now
giving up
number 4,
2 runs
Ethan
already
Miller.
for pitcher Shane Sisler, he's kept his pitch count low, as this will only be pitch number 20. And he's already through an inning and a 3rd. Canfield sits at 41. That's on the outside corner to Ethan Miller for strike 1. The 0-1 from Sisler, swung on by Miller. Slow grounder, takes a curve, and it gets under the glove of Evan Hamilton. A weird bounce, and it goes under the glove of Hamilton. Miller is on.
Now batting number 18,
1 on and 1 out.
Gorby.
That was interesting. It was going toward third baseman Nate Smith, and then it bounced and was heading toward shortstop Evan Hamilton. Then it bounced again, and it curved away from Hamilton. At the plate for the Polar Bears is Braden Gorby. Here's the pitch, and up high, ball 1.
Freshman.
Sharps is the courtesy runner in place of Miller. The pitch from Sisler is down the middle to Gorby, and the count is 1-1. One on and 1 out. Gorby has a 1-1 count. The pitch misses for ball 2. Two balls and a strike. They try to pick off Sharps, and he dives back safely on to first base. That was close. A good attempt by Sisler, but Sharps gets back in time. 1 on, 1 out. Gorby has a 2-1 count. Here's the pitch, and it is low for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike for Gorby. Sharp's the runner at first. 1 on, 1 out. The pitch is swung on, left side, fielded by Smith. Tries to throw it to second. There's one. The throw to first. Double play for the Cougars. And that'll end the inning. A 5-4-3 double play, and the defense of East Hardy keeps the Polar Bears off the board in the second. Fairmont Senior leads 2-0 through 2. You're watching live streaming coverage of Polar Bear baseball on Video Productions.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier, and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that Golden Boot pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Back at Mary Lou Retton Park, Logan Canfield on the mound for the Polar Bears. He's at 41 pitches at the moment as we head into the third inning. Garrett Van Meter will lead off for East Hardy. Levi Price and Logan Seger will follow. Canfield's been streaky to this point. Seems like it's either been walk or strikeout. But East Hardy hasn't gotten a hit and has had 5 base runners through 2 innings. In fact, they haven't even gotten a reach on an error or a fielder's choice. It's been 5 walks.
Now batting number 16, Garrett Von Meter.
Van Meter at the plate for the Cougars to start the third inning. The pitch from Canfield, up high, ball 1. One-oh count. Canfield kicks and fires to Van Meter. It's low for ball 2. Two-oh. Inside corner for strike 1, right at the top side of the strike zone. Canfield puts it in there. And there's a 2-1 count for Van Meter. Sees the pitch from Canfield. He swings and fouls it away over the East Hardy dugout, and the count is 2-2. Nobody on, nobody out. The 2-2 outside ball 3, and that was bounced to Miller, and the count is full for Van Meter. The payoff pitch is fouled away by Van Meter. Stays alive with a full count. Payoff pitch part 2. And it is up high, ball 4. Van Meter is walked. 6th base runner East Hardy has had so far, and all 6 have come on walks. That'll bring up Levi Price.
Levi Price.
Price struck out in the first. He had a chance with the bases loaded, nobody out. His strikeout really sent East Hardy down, and they didn't score. He shows bunt here and lays it down foul. That'll be the first strike. Count will be 0-1 for Price. The runner on first in Van Meter. The 0-1 from Canfield, showing bunt and pulling back is Price. The throw by Miller back to first is high to Jones. Van Meter was caught looking off first, but Miller's delivery was a little high, and they had a chance. It would have had to been a perfect throw, but Van Meter gets back in time. Nobody out. 1-1 count for Levi Price. Starting right fielder shows bunt again and fouls it away again. And the count is 0-2, or 1-2. My fault, the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Price. He's shown bunt all 3 times, won't show it here with 2 strikes. This will be pitch number 52 already on the day for Canfield. A swing and a miss, and Price is struck out twice. And that is strikeout number 4 on the day for Canfield. That'll bring up Logan
now
Sager.
Now number 13, Logan Sager.
With 1 on and 1 out in the 3rd. The pitch from Canfield, too high, and it's ball 1.
Not going up.
Here's the pitch, and that one misses high again. 2-0 count for Sager. Van Meter, the base runner at first for East Hardy. A single A school in Hardy County in Baker, sorry. And that one misses for ball 3. 3-0 count. One on, 1 out. Cougars threatening another base runner, and they get it on the inside pitch, a 4-pitch walk. 7th walk of the day for Canfield. And East Hardy's going to send a courtesy runner out.
Noah Sager.
In place of Logan Sager, it'll be Dayton Dove, the runner at first. 2 on, 1 out, runner in scoring position. Noah Sager at the plate for the Cougars. Really has been the story, walk or strikeout to this point. Canfield's first pitch is high for ball 1. East Hardy still yet to record a hit. And that one's fouled back by Sager. East Hardy will face South Harrison in a single A regional championship starting next week. The Polar Bears will face Frankfort in a double A regional championship. The 1-1 from Canfield. Miller tries to frame it. Unsuccessful, and the count is 2-1. Two on, 1 out. The 2-1 is grounded to the glove of Canfield. He tries to turn 2. Gorby drops it at second, but he did catch it before he dropped it. That'll be 1 out. So a 1-6 force out at second gives the Polar Bears their second out defensively
now
of the inning.
15,
Dayton Dove, the runner that's out for
Sisler.
East Hardy. Sager reaches on a fielder's choice. Runners on the corners with 2 outs for pitcher Shane Sisler at the plate. He struck out in the 2nd. Inside corner, strike 1 to Sisler. Canfield lobs a pickoff attempt, unsuccessful. Keeps Sager back on first, though. Pitch, Sager takes off. It's grounded slowly. Canfield's going to turn and fire to Jones. Perfect throw on the money for the 3rd out. East Hardy denied another run. They're still scoreless. Polar Bears lead 2-0. You're watching live streaming coverage of Polar Bear Baseball on Video Productions.
Hi, this is Meredith Mayer from Fairmont, West Virginia, and when I'm back home, you can find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that thundering herd pride at your local Parmar stores. We are over 200 stores strong and growing. Download the Parmar app for even more savings and sign up for the Parmar Rewards Card. Whether it's food, gas, or groceries, we have you covered. We are Marshall and we are Parmar stores.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Back at Mary Lorette Park, getting set to start the bottom half of the third inning. Leading off will be the top of the order for the Polar Bears, Cam Peschel, followed by Sammy Vianney and Logan Canfield. It's really been a sloppy game for both teams to this point. East Hardy has had many chances to score, and they haven't yet, and Cougars have yet to record a hit, but Polar Bears have allowed
now
6-7 base runners
Cam Peschel
on no hits so far. Peschel at the plate for the Polar Bears. This will be pitch number 27 for Shane Sisler. And it catches the inside corner for strike one. Oh, 1 count to Peschel. Sisler fires, and that one's low and misses for ball one. He's gone low inside corner in 2 straight pitches. He goes same spot this time, and it's ruled a strike. Sisler has put his last 3 pitches in the same spot. Peschel has a 1-2 count. See where Sisler goes again, and that one's up high. Definitely a ball. So a 2-2 count for the leadoff batter, Cam Peschel. Sisler gets the signal from Sager and is swung on by Peschel, popped up into right center field. Moving under it is the right fielder Levi Price. Squeezes the glove and makes the catch for the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 7, Sammy Vianney.
I'll bring up Sammy Vianney for the Polar Bears. He popped out in the first inning. Second plate appearance of the day for Vianney, wearing number 7. Pitch from Sisler. Vianney swings at it. It is lobbed out into shallow center, and it is caught by shortstop Evan Hamilton.
Now batting number 2, Logan Canfield.
Canfield will come up to the plate, and Sisler has really done a good job to this point. He's kept his pitch count low, and neither of the 2 runs the Polar Bears have scored would have happened if it wasn't for the error by third baseman Nate Smith that allowed the base runner the first. It would have been 3 outs. So Polar Bears have 2 runs on the board. Not Sisler's fault. Pitch to Canfield is inside for ball 2. A 2-0 count. The pitch from Sisler swung on and fouled on the third base side by Canfield. Sisler winds up the 2-1. Canfield swings, and it rolls foul down third base line again. And the count now is 2-2 for Canfield. Pitch from Sisler. Canfield swings at it again and chops it foul. Count will remain 2-2. Canfield was the one that reached on the error in the first to put a 2-out base runner on for the Polar Bears. They ended up scoring 2. This one is popped foul yet again. Count remains 2-2. Nobody on and 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Polar Bears lead 2-0. The windup by Sisler. That's going to drill Canfield right below the jaw. And he's going to take his base, jog it off, and appears to be fine after that. But he's going to feel that one tomorrow. Tried to get out of the way, but that was coming right for him. Slayton Jack will be the courtesy runner for Canfield. 1 on and 2 outs. That'll bring up Dylan Hours, who had a double
now
in the
number
first
5, Dylan Hours.
Jack, the base runner at first. 1 on, 2 outs. Really almost the same story as the first inning. Jack was on first. Hours is double. Put 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. Brock Martin was able to send them both home. Martin's on deck. See if Hours can help repeat that. Pitch is low from Sisler, and that's ball 1 for Hours. One 0 count. The pitch swung on by Dylan, and it rolls foul down third base line. Count will be 1-1. Slayton Jack came in to score in the first inning on Martin's 2 RBI double. Only 2 runs by either team in this game. The 1-1 from Sisler, that almost hit Dylan. Inside for ball 2. Sisler kicks and fires the 2-1 low for ball 3. Count 3-1 for Hours with 1 on and 2 outs. Jack, the base runner at first. Here's the pitch from Sisler. Hours is going to ground it. Takes a hop. Fielded by Hamilton. He's going to throw to Evan Hamilton for the 3rd out. Still a 2-0 Polar Bear lead. We're through 3 innings, getting ready for the 4th. Watching live streaming coverage of Polar Bear baseball on Video Productions.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
I'm Keith Powell, and going on right now is my Keith Says Yes Fest. I'm saying yes to lowering your payments, yes to your trade-in, regardless of condition, miles, even if you're still making payments. My Keith Says Yes credit approval process helps me say yes, you're approved. So if you want new Chevys, yes. New Fords, yes. Lifetime warranty, yes. Come see me, Keith Powell at Yes Chevy in Hurricane and Yes Ford in Huntington.
Welcome back to Mary Lou Retton Park. Getting ready to start the 4th inning. Leading off for East Hardy will be Nate Smith, followed by Brandon Jones and Evan Hamilton. And despite the amount of base runners East Hardy has put on in this game, Canfield has a no-hitter going for them with 7 walks allowed, 4 strikeouts, but no hits, and that counts as a no-hitter. Sammy Vianney had a complete game no-hitter in the first game of the season against Cameron.
Now batting number 10, Nate Smith.
That was an incredible performance by Vianney. 15 strikeouts, only 1 base runner allowed. So he's 1 base runner away from a perfect game. He picked him off after walking him. The pitch from Canfield is low, gets away from Miller. That's ball 1.
What are you doing?
Nate Smith, the third baseman at the plate for East Hardy. Cougars have had plenty of opportunities to drive runs in, but they haven't been able to really put the ball in play at all. Here's the 1-0, and that's on the top shelf for strike 1. A ball and a strike. The pitch from Canfield's outside, ball 2.
Huh? Ain't nothing to see here.
Canfield's 5-0 on the season from the mound. Looking to try to make it 6-0 today. As all the stats record, this game is basically like a regular season game in the middle of the playoffs. Count 2-2 for Nate Smith. Pitch from Canfield bounces, and that'll put the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. It's down the middle. Goes curveball for strikeout number 5 on the day for Canfield. So Nate Smith strikes out, looking for the second time today.
Now batting number 3.
He'll bring up Brandon Jones. Here's the pitch from Canfield. That one's going to miss for ball 1 to Jones, who walked on in 5 pitches in the second. The 1-0. That bounces to Miller. Second ball, 2-0 count for Jones. Nobody on, 1 out. Here's the pitch from Canfield, and that one misses outside, and a 3-0 count now for Jones. Nobody on, 1 out. 3-0 pitch misses for ball 4. Another 4-pitch walk allowed by Canfield. Jones is on with 1 out in the 4th. 8th walk of
now
the day for
2,
East Hardy
Evan
batters.
Hamilton.
At the top of the order now of the Cougars, as Evan Hamilton will come to the plate. He's walked twice. 1 on, 1 out. Pitch from Canfield's up high for ball 1. Here's the pitch, is up high again. Count 2-0 to Hamilton. Runner at first is Brandon Jones of East Hardy. Hamilton at the plate with a 2-0 count. Sees the pitch from Canfield on the outside corner for strike 1. Two-1 count for Hamilton. He was hit by a pitch in the second, walked on a full count in the first. That one misses high, barely. Ball 3. 3-1 count now for Evan Hamilton. Lefty on lefty, 3-1, misses high, ball 4. East Hardy, another inning with 2 runners on. Runner in scoring position. Mason Hamilton will come to the plate.
Now batting number 4, Mason Hamilton.
Cougars have threatened to score all day and haven't, and they've still been no hit. The pitch to Hamilton is popped straight up into the air. Third baseman Masters moving under it. He makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So one pitch to Mason Hamilton. He pops out. Puts 2 outs on the board for Garrett Van Meter. Still 2 on for East Hardy.
Now batting number 16, Garrett Von Meter.
Two on, 2 outs. Canfield delivers to Van Meter. That's gonna miss for ball 1. Van Meter's been walked twice in this game. He's got 2 on and 2 outs. A 1-0 count. Pitch number 80 from Canfield is up high for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Canfield kicks and fires up high, ball 3. So East Hardy, opportunity right here to potentially load the bases up for the second time today, as Van Meter has a 3-0 count with 2 on, 2 outs in the 4th. Canfield fires that one, catches the strike zone for strike 1 to Van Meter. The 3-1 inside, ball 4, bases loaded for East Hardy. Second time today they've had the bases loaded, and it's the second time they've had it loaded for Levi Price. Price struck out
Now batting number 1
in the first inning when they were loaded.
Levi Price.
Can't walk another batter here for Canfield. That'll give East Hardy a run. The pitch swung on. That's going to be off the glove of Masters. 1 run's going to score. Here comes the second to try to tie it. Throw by Hours is late. We are tied at 2 in the 4th.
Yeah.
On the fielding error by Matt Masters, and it's 2-2. With 2 on, 2 outs in the 4th. Brandon Jones and Evan Hamilton scored.
Now batting number 13, Logan Sager.
Price reaches on the fielding error by Masters. Here's the pitch from Canfield, up high, ball 1. Logan Sager at the plate for the Cougars. 2 on, 2 outs, and a tie game in the 4th. The pitch from Canfield misses outside barely for ball 2. Sager popped out in the 1st, walked in the 3rd. The pitch from Canfield swung on and fouled in the dirt by Sager. Makes it a 2-1 count. Miller goes to the mound to talk with Canfield, along with the umpire in the field. Sager at the plate for East Hardy. Canfield sits at 87 pitches on the day through 3 2/3 innings. He's got 2 on and 2 out in the top of the 4th. Sisler, on the other hand, for the Cougars only has 44 pitches. So, big difference in pitch count here. 2-1 count for Sager. 2 on, 2 out. Pitch from Canfield right down the middle for strike 2. The 2-2 from Canfield, that misses, and the count is full now for Logan Sager. Base runners for East Hardy. Garrett Van Meter at second, Levi Price at first. 2 out in the fourth. The payoff pitch from Canfield swung on. This is into left center field. Backus Peschel makes the catch for the 3rd out. But East Hardy, after 3 innings of stranding runners left and right, able to put 2 runs on the board to tie it in the 4th. We'll head to the bottom half of the inning when we return on Video Productions.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier, and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Par-Mar store.
We had that Golden Boot pride at Par-Mar. There are literally hundreds of Par-Mar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Par-Mar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Par-Mar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Back at Mary Lou Retton Park, getting ready to start the bottom half of the 4th inning. Leading off for the Polar Bears will be Brock Martin, followed by Matt Masters and Hayden Jones. Despite the score, despite the runs East Hardy has added, Logan Canfield still has a no-hitter going for him through 4 innings. Shane Sisler returns to the mound for East Hardy, sitting at 44 pitches on the day. He's kept his pitch count low, and he's pitched a good game so far. And the Polar Bears would be shut out right now if it wasn't for the E5 in the first by third baseman Nate Smith that allowed a runner with 2 outs. Polar Bears capitalized next 2 at-bats, Hours and Martin. Martin's 2 RBI double gave the Polar Bears a 2-0 lead.
Now
East Hardy has tied it.
Brock Martin.
In the top of the 4th. So we're back even. Martin leads off for the Polar Bears. Here's the pitch from Sisler, and it's up high for ball 1. One 0 count. Sisler kicks and fires to Martin, and Martin's going to foul it back.
This is the weirdest game I've seen at Fairmont.
1-1 count for Martin. Had the double in the first. Sees the pitch from Sisler, miss low for ball 2. Sisler kicks and fires the 2-1. That one's low, ball 3. Okay. 3-1 count for the leadoff batter, Martin. The pitch from Sisler, swung on by Martin. This one is popped up into right center field. Levi Price moving underneath it in right field to make the catch for the first out.
Now batting number 9, Matt Masters.
Matt Masters back up to the plate. Hit a bomb in the first inning that center fielder Noah Sager made a great play on and a great catch. Here's the pitch from Sisler, and that's down the middle to Masters for strike 1. Nobody on, 1 out. 0-1 pitch from Sisler bounces to Sager, and that makes the count 1-1. The 1-1, that one is a little low, and it's called ball 2. 2-1 from Sisler's outside, ball 3. Tell you, Masters really good at cranking those inside pitches. Sisler right here would want to keep it outside on a 3-1 count, but you don't want to walk him here. Masters lines it deep into center field. Back is Sager, and he makes another catch in center field for the second out of the inning. East Hardy's defense has been solid.
Hayden Jones.
After the error in the first, they later allowed 2 runs. Polar Bears haven't threatened at all since. Hayden Jones at the plate, struck out in the second in his previous at-bat. Has nobody on and 2 outs in the fourth. Sees an inside pitch for ball 1. One 0 count. Sisler fires to Jones. That one same spot, misses ball 2. The windup, the 2-0, swung on by Jones, bounces, fielded, Hamilton, throw to Van Meter, perfect. So 1-2-3 inning for East Hardy. And we head to the 5th inning, tied 2-2. You're watching live streaming coverage of Polar Bear baseball here on Video Productions.
Hi, this is Meredith Mayer from Fairmont, West Virginia, and when I'm back home, you can find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that thundering herd pride at your local Parmar stores. We are over 200 stores strong and growing. Download the Parmar app for even more savings and sign up for the Parmar Rewards Card. Whether it's food, gas, or groceries, we have you covered. We are Marshall and we are Parmar stores.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Welcome back to Mary Lorette Park, getting ready to start the 5th inning. Leading off for the Cougars will be Noah Sager, followed by Shane Sisler and Nate Smith. New pitcher in the game for the Polar Bears is Brock Martin. Canfield leaves with 90 pitches on the day. So Martin will come from right field to the mound. Canfield will go to center field, and Peschel will scooch over to right. Fielding changes for the Polar Bears. So Canfield threw 4 innings, no hitter. I probably wouldn't think that with the 2-2 score, but an error by Masters led to the 2 runs by East Hardy. 9 batters were walked and 1 fielder's choice, but the Cougars yet to record a hit. Brock Martin looked to try to give the Polar Bears the win as Canfield exits with the game tied, so the win-loss wouldn't go to Canfield, it would go to Brock Martin if Martin's able to remain in the game the rest of the game. See if Brock can keep the no-hitter up. Leading off will be Noah Sager for East Hardy. At the top of the 5th. We've got a good game, 2-2.
Now batting number 6, Noah Sager.
We've got a close game. It's been sloppy. But middle of the playoffs, this game doesn't mean anything and means something at the same time. As doesn't mean anything towards playoffs at all. It's just to keep the teams warm. They have a long break between the sectional championship and the regional championship. It's just to keep these players at the plate, getting pitches against different pitchers. But it does count. Record, stats, everything counts. The 0-1 from Martin misses outside for ball one. The count is 1-1 to Sager. Pitch from Martin inside, ball two. Two-one count for the leadoff batter, Sager. He grounds it. It is going to be fielded by Gorby. Loses the ball on the transition. Another error. This one an E6 for Gorby. So Sager will reach. Leadoff base runner with nobody out for the Cougars. And that's been the kind of day it's been for the Polar Bears. And in fact, it's still a no-hitter.
Now batting number 15, Shane Sisler.
Inside pitch to Sisler for ball one by Martin. One on, nobody out. This is when you can really extend the term no-hitter, because that just means the other team hasn't gotten a hit. But East Hardy has had plenty of base runners. Strike one to Sisler, the count 1-1. One on and nobody out. This one is popped up. Gorby is going to let Hours move under it. The left fielder makes the catch for the first out. So Sisler pops out. He's yet to be on base. But getting on base hasn't been the struggle for East Hardy's. They've had 12 base runners.
Now batting number 11, J.W. Teets.
It's the opening game a year ago in the MLB where the Pittsburgh Pirates got the no-hit and were no-hit and won. Martin tries to pick off Sager at first. Unsuccessful. J.W. Teets in the lineup in place of Nate Smith. Here's the pitch. It's inside, strike one. 0-1 count for Teets. One on and one out in the fifth. Martin fires, bounces, gets away from Miller. Sager takes off. And Sager is at second. That eliminates the force-out double play that would have been in effect if Sager was still at first. One out in the fifth. Count 1-1 to Teets. Pitch from Martin, swung on by Teets, and that is going to be caught by Canfield. Double play as Sager ran to third. Didn't think Canfield would get there, but yes, he did. And an 8-4 double play, base running mistake by Sager, and like we said, that's been the kind of game it's been. Through 5.5, we head to the bottom half of the fifth in a tie game. You're watching live streaming coverage of Polar Bear Baseball on Video Productions.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
I'm Keith Powell, and going on right now is my Keith Says Yes Fest. I'm saying yes to lowering your payments, yes to your trade-in, regardless of condition, miles, even if you're still making payments. My Keith Says Yes credit approval process helps me say yes, you're approved. So if you want new Chevys, yes. New Fords, yes. Lifetime warranty, yes. Come see me, Keith Powell at Yes Chevy in Hurricane and Yes Ford in Huntington.
Welcome back to Mary Lou Retton Park. Pitching change for East Hardy. Levi Mongold will go to the mound to replace Shane Sisler. Sisler had a decent start to this game. Allowed 2 runs by the Polar Bears, but they weren't charged to him. Mongold will come up to the mound. Sisler will go to first to replace Van Meter. And Van Meter will go to third. And Mongold will come into the lineup. And Nate Smith will head out of the lineup.
Now batting number 4, Ethan Miller.
Ethan Miller will lead off the inning for the Polar Bears in a tie game in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch from Mongold. Large windup. Miller pops it up left side. Hamilton underneath it. The shortstop moves over, makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. And Miller has popped out. Bring up Braden Gorby for the Polar Bears.
Now batting number
18.
Braden Gorby.
Normally number 27. The windup from Mongold. He's bringing the heat as it's up high for ball 1. The 1-0 up high again for ball 2 to Gorby. Polar Bears tomorrow will be in action in Harrison County to face South Harrison, which will be the team East Hardy faces in their regional championship next week. Gorby fouls that one back for strike 1. And again, in a game like this, you're only allowed to play a team that's still alive in the postseason. So one of a regional championship contender around the state, and it can't be in your same class. So the Polar Bears couldn't play a team like Winfield because they're in AA, and they couldn't play a team like East Fairmont because East Fairmont's already out of the postseason. 2-1 to Gorby. Top shelf strike 2. Good pitch there for Mongold. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody on, 1 out. The pitch swung on by Gorby deep into left field. Jones moving back at the wall makes the catch. Brandon Jones is there, and there's 2 outs. Nobody on. We're back to the top of the order in the Polar Bear
now
lineup.
Number 3,
Cam Peschel to the plate.
Cam Peschel.
Peschel has grounded out and flown out so far in this game. Cam yet to be on base. That doesn't happen often. That one misses low for ball 1. 1-0. Swung on by Peschel. First baseman Sisler is going to play it off the wall. It doesn't count as a catch as it's fouled out of play. 1-1 count for Peschel. The pitch from Mongold on the outside misses for ball 2. Tie ball game, bottom of the 5th. Nobody on, 2 outs for the Polar Bears. A 2-1 pitch to Peschel. He's going to pop it up. Van Meter over to try to make the catch, and no, it's a shortstop Hamilton in foul territory behind him, making the catch for the 3rd out. East Hardy's defense has been lights out since the 2 runs given up in the 1st. We're tied 2-2, heading into the 6th. You're watching live streaming coverage of Polar Bear baseball on Video Productions.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier, and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that Golden Boot pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Welcome back to Mary Lou Retton Park, a tie game heading into the 6th inning. 2-2 the score. East Hardy still searching for their first hit. Leading off will be Brandon Jones to start this inning, followed by Evan Hamilton and Mason Hamilton. Baseball, you do what you can to find ways to win. East Hardy has put base runners on base left and right. They really haven't needed a hit to this point. They've kept it close, and a tie game now at the moment. Jones batting in the bottom of the order, leading off for the Cougars.
Now batting number 3, Brandon Jones.
And East Hardy is 20-6 on the season. The Polar Bears 21-6. The pitch from Martin's inside for ball 1. This game could mean something if these teams get to Charleston. How they work the Final Four, they're reseeded based on record and strength of schedule and all that. So if either of these two teams drop their games, these mid-postseason games they're playing, it could affect where they're ranked in Charleston. Here's the 2-0, grounded, fielded by Masters. Throw across the diamond, perfect to Jones for the first out. Brandon Jones grounds out. That'll bring up Evan Hamilton, who's walked 3 times today.
Now batting number 2, Evan Hamilton.
Hamilton has scored once. One of the 2 runs East Hardy has scored. Brandon Jones has the other. The pitch from Martin. Low, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Nobody on, 1 out. Top of the 6th. Pitch. Almost hit Hamilton for the 2nd time today. But he got out of the way that time. The count is 2-0. The pitch from Martin. That is swung on by Hamilton. It is popped up. Charging over is Hours at the fence. He couldn't get there in time. He tried to lean over to make the catch. It was out of play. So the count is 2-1 for Hamilton. Nobody on, 1 out. The pitch from Martin, swung on by Hamilton. Lined at Peschel, a diving catch, and he makes it for the out. Cam Peschel usually not in right field. That was promising for Hamilton. Could have been East Hardy's first hit. Cam Peschel denies them.
Mason Hamilton.
And there's nobody on and 2 outs for the Cougars. Mason Hamilton to the plate. The pitch from Martin low, ball 1. The 1-0 windup. Swung on, grounded, foul. Count goes to 1-1. So since Martin has come in, he hasn't allowed a base by ball yet. Sitting at 19 pitches, this number 20 is up high for ball 2. In fact, all the batters he's faced have put the ball in play. Polar Bear defense has been there every time then so far. 2-1 outside, ball 3. Cougars still searching for their first hit. The 3-1 is up high, and there Martin allows a base by ball. Mason Hamilton walks for the second time today. He's aboard, 2 outs. That'll bring up Garrett Van Meter. Started at first base, now at third base 16, in the field.
Garrett Van Meter.
The pitch to Van Meter, that hit him. So another hit by pitch, and Mason Hamilton was taking off. He gets second anyway, as Van Meter's hit on the first pitch.
Now batting number 1, Levi Price.
Twelfth base by ball for the Cougars. Mason Hamilton was taking off to third. Nobody was covering second, though, for the Polar Bears, so Hamilton has that free roaming ability. The pitch to Price is fouled back. Count 0-1. 2 on and 2 outs. A runner in scoring position for the Cougars. Price has an 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Taking off to third is Hamilton. He is safe. Taking off to second is Van Meter. He gets there. Count 0-2, though, for Levi Price. He's struck out twice so far, reached on an error. He's got 2 in scoring position with 2 outs. East Hardy with a golden opportunity to take the lead. The 0-2 low, ball 1. Cougars have not led to this point. They have been no hit so far, and they've got a chance to take the lead in the 6th. A 1-2 from Martin, bounces away from Miller. He catches it. No play at the plate, though. Hamilton comes in to score. East Hardy takes the lead. I tell you, if Martin would have gotten to the plate in time, likely would have been a tag out, because that bounced off the wall right back to Ethan Miller, but no one was there to throw to. And Mason Hamilton has come around to score. Van Meter's sitting at third with 1 on, 2 outs for Levi Price. And East Hardy's finding every way to score without getting a hit. They've got 3 runs. And that one on a wild pitch. 2 other ones on an error. The 1-2 from Martin. Down the middle, strike 3, backwards K. First strikeout of the day for Martin. Third time Price is struck out, but East Hardy takes a 3-2 lead. We head to the bottom half of the 6th. You're watching live streaming coverage of Polar Bear Baseball on Video Productions.
Hi, this is Meredith Mayer from Fairmont, West Virginia, and when I'm back home, you can find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that thundering herd pride at your local Parmar stores. We are over 200 stores strong and growing. Download the Parmar app for even more savings and sign up for the Parmar Rewards Card. Whether it's food, gas, or groceries, we have you covered. We are Marshall, and we are Parmar stores.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Back at Mary Lou Retton Park, Getting ready for the bottom half of the 6th inning. Leading off will be Sammy Vianney, followed by Logan Canfield and Dylan Hours. And the Polar Bears are trailing East Hardy for the first time today. And hits have not been a common thing in this game. East Hardy has 0, and Fairmont Senior has just 2.
Now batting number 7, Sammy Vianney.
Vianney leads off. Polar Bears need to add another run to the board. Mongold back to the mound for East Hardy. First pitch is low for ball 1 to Vianney. Mongold winds up the 1-0. Vianney lines it into left field. Brandon Jones is back. He makes the catch. Extends the glove. 1 away. Brings up
Now
Logan Canfield for the Polar Bears.
Logan Canfield. Let's go.
Nobody on, 1 out. Canfield at the plate. A pitch from Mongold, up high, ball 1. (1-0) becomes 2-0 on the high pitch by Mongold. Canfield has a 2-0 count. Nobody on, 1 out. This will be pitch number 14 for Mongold, and it catches the inside corner for strike 1. The 2-1. That one misses for ball 3. Three balls and a strike. The pitch swung on by Canfield, grounded, fielded, Van Meter, throw to Sisler in time, 2 away. 5-3 put out, brings up
Now
Dylan Hours for the Polar Bears.
Dylan Hours.
Hours comes to the plate. He's grounded out and recorded a double in this game. Polar Bears need some sort of life, as they haven't found it since the first inning. High pitch by Mongold leads to ball 1. A 1-0 count for Hours with nobody on and 2 outs. Pitch swung on. This one into the glove of Sisler. Out number 3. We head to the 7th inning with the East Hardy Cougars leading 3-2. You're watching live streaming coverage of Polar Bear Baseball on Video Productions.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
I'm Keith Powell, and going on right now is my Keith Says Yes Fest. I'm saying yes to lowering your payments, yes to your trade-in, regardless of condition, miles, even if you're still making payments. My Keith Says Yes credit approval process helps me say yes, you're approved. So if you want new Chevys, yes. New Fords, yes. Lifetime warranty, yes. Come see me, Keith Powell at Yes Chevy in Hurricane and Yes Ford in Huntington.
Welcome back to Mary Lou Retton Park. Getting ready for the start of the 7th inning. Leading off for East Hardy will be Logan Sager, followed by Noah Sager and Shane Sisler. East Hardy leads 3-2. They try to extend their 1-run lead before the Polar Bears get a chance to potentially tie it or win it in the bottom of the 7th. And now remember, even though this game doesn't count toward elimination or anything, it's not a playoff game, even though it's in the middle of the playoffs. What it does, it'll count towards your record. So whoever loses this game will pick up their 7th loss on the season. All the stats count, Pitching stats, batting stats, they count towards your season average. It's basically like a regular season game in the middle of the postseason, and it has not been pretty
now
for either team.
13,
and I think both teams could agree.
Sager.
Logan Sager will lead off for East Hardy. Cougars still yet to record a hit, though they lead 3-2. Not often you see something like this happen. Here's the pitch from Martin, and that off the head of Logan Sager, and he's hit by a pitch on the first pitch, and one runner aboard with nobody out. It's the fourth batter the Polar Bears have hit today by a pitch. Noah Sager at the plate with one on, nobody out, shows bunt, pulls back, sees ball one go low. Dayton Dove, the courtesy runner, in for Sager at first. Base runner with nobody out. The 1-0 to Noah Sager is up high inside for ball two. The pitch from Martin. That one misses, and it's a 3-0 count. The 3-0, that one misses, ball four, 14th base by ball allowed by the Polar Bears today, and there's two on and nobody out.
Now batting number 15, Shane Sisler.
Dayton Dove, the runner at second for East Hardy. Noah Sager, the runner at first. At the plate is Shane Sisler. Started from the mound today for East Hardy. Showed bunt, pulled back. It's up high for ball one. Martin sits at 34 pitches on the day in relief of Logan Canfield. Combined, they have a no-hitter, but that's not really impressive considering 14 walks have been allowed. Showing bunt again, laid down, foul for the first strike by Sisler. And it's a 1-1 count. The 1-1 swung on, and it is down in front of Gorby. The force out at third is there. No throw by Masters, but the first out is the leadoff runner, so there's still two on, first and second. Now one out, and a fielder's choice doesn't count as a hit for East Hardy, but they put the ball in play. Sisler is runner at first. Sager, the runner at second, and this is grounded by Mongold. The first hit of the day for East Hardy comes from Noah Mongold, the relief pitcher, who that was his first pitch he's seen at the plate all day, and it loads the bases up with one out in the seventh.
Now batting number 3, Brandon Jones.
So the no-hitter goes through 6 and a third inning. That's out the door. Got to focus now. Bases loaded with one out for Brandon Jones. The pitch from Martin inside corner, strike one to Jones. The 0-1 swung on. This is grounded. Tough play. Vianney fields it. Throw to Jones. It's in time. But one run has come in for East Hardy, and it is Noah Sager, and that extends the lead to 4-2. East Hardy on top,
now
two outs.
Number 2, Evan Hamilton.
2 in scoring position. Mongold and Sisler the runners. Sager came in to score. Here's the pitch from Martin, and that almost hit. Hamilton gets away from Miller. Here comes another run. It's 5-2 East Hardy. Wild pitch. Second time East Hardy scored on a pass ball there. 1-0 count for Hamilton. The pitch from Martin is up high for ball 2. Shane Sisler came in and scored on the pass ball. There's 1 on and 2 outs. The 2-0 from Martin on the outside corner for strike 1 to Hamilton. The 2-1, and this is lined foul on the first base side. Count 2-2. This is the 5th plate appearance of the day for Evan Hamilton. He's got a runner in scoring position with 1 on and 2 outs. The 2-2 from Martin, grounded to Vianney. Routine play, bounces into a glove. Throw to Hayden Jones is in time for the 3rd out, but East Hardy will extend their 3-2 lead to 5-2, and Polar Bears need 3 or more runs to either keep the game alive or potentially walk it off in the bottom of the 7th. A lot of work to do, though. We'll find out if they can pull it off when we return on Video Productions.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier, and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that Golden Boot pride at Parmar. There are literally hundreds of Parmar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Parmar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Parmar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Welcome back to Mary Lou Retton Park. We thank you for tuning in. We are in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Polar Bears trail single A East Hardy by 3. Leading off will be Brock Martin for the Polar Bears. And he is the reason the Polar Bears have 2 runs on the board in the first place. 2 RBI double in the first inning. That's the last time the Polar Bears scored. They need 3 runs to tie it. 4 or more to win it.
Now batting number 6, Brock Martin.
They need to start off with something. Can't get out on the first batter. Top shelf strike 1 by Mongold. Levi Mongold has been really good in relief for Sisler. The 0-1, swing and a miss by Martin, and the count is 0-2. The pitch from Mongold. Martin swings and fouls it back. Count remains 0-2. The 0-2 to the leadoff batter, Martin. Up high, ball 1. The 1-2 from Mongold, up high again, ball 2. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, grounded by Martin into the glove of Van Meter. Throw across the diamond is wide. The tag is missed by Sisler. Martin is aboard. So that's what the Polar Bears need to do. They get a runner on, lead off with nobody out, brings up Matt Masters. Similar to how the East Fairmont game went on Monday, the game the Polar Bears lost to the Bees. They trailed 5-2. They were able to cut it to 5-4, but that ended up being the final score. East Fairmont won that one. Masters at the plate. Here's the pitch by Mongold. Martin takes off. He slides safely into second. Stolen base by Martin, and he's in scoring position, nobody out. And it was ball one to Masters, a 1-0 count. Mongold fires. Masters lifts it into left field. Brandon Jones moves over. He makes the catch. Martin's going to tag up. Nope, he's going to return to second. One away on the fly out by Matt Masters. That'll bring up Hayden Jones.
Now batting number 21, Hayden Jones.
One on and one out at the bottom of the seventh. Polar Bears need 3 runs. Martin gets a big lead off second. No one covers for East Hardy. Jones swings at an inside pitch, fouls it away, and the count is 0-1 for Jones. The pitch from Mongold, swung on by Jones, into the glove of Van Meter, looks off. Martin, he throws it away again. Runners on the corners with 1 out. Another E5 for East Hardy, and that is keeping the Polar Bears in this game. They've got runners on the corners, only 1 out. Tying run
Ethan Miller
at the plate is Ethan Miller. Jones the runner at first, Martin the runner at third. The pitch from Mongold is inside for ball one to Miller. Mongold looked off. Martin sent him back to third. Martin still gets a big lead. The 1-0 to Miller, swung on and lifted foul and out of play. Count 1-1. Double play is in effect. It would end the game if East Hardy is able to complete it. The 1-1 to Miller is up high for ball two. The 2-1 up high again. Ball three to Miller. Threatening, loading the bases up right here, which is exactly what the Polar Bears need to do. Try to stay in this game. It's not over yet. Catcher Logan Sager comes out to talk with Levi Mongold. Try to get him to calm down. Runners on the corners with 1 out. A 3-1 count for Ethan Miller. If he walks here, it'll load the bases up for Braden Gorby. The 3-1. Inside, ball four. Bases loaded, 1 out. And the tying run is aboard. The winning run comes to the plate.
Now batting number 18, Braden Gorby.
And East Hardy is going to come out and talk to Levi Mongold, who has just loaded the bases up in the bottom of the seventh and has given Fairmont Senior their best opportunity to score since the first inning, and they need to put 3 on the board to stay alive. 4 will win it. Coach Mongold of East Hardy on the mound, talking with his team. And they're going to stick with Levi Mongold. He's dug himself into this hole. We'll see if he can get out of it. Braden Gorby is the shortest player in the lineup for the Polar Bears. Tough player to pitch to. Gets a lot of walks. Small strike zone. A wind up by Mongold. Martin has a big leadoff. Gorby pops it into left field. Jones moving over, and it goes out of play. Foul ball, and the count is 0-1. And Gorby is hurt. He's grabbing that left shoulder. Called over trainer Trent White. Trent trying to work out the soreness in Gorby's left arm. That was an inside pitch Gorby swung on, and it went deep foul out of play into left field. So he got a hold of that right on the inside of the bat. Gorby works his arm out. Big moment right here for Braden Gorby. He's got an 0-1 count, bases loaded, 1 out. East Hardy leads by 3 in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch from Mongold. This one is popped straight up, and it is back foul and out of play. 0-2 count now for Braden Gorby. The 0-2 from Mongold. Swung on by Gorby. That's foul and out of play. Stays alive in an 0-2 count. Wind up. The pitch by Mongold. Gorby gets a hold of it. It is into left field in foul territory. Brandon Jones runs over, makes the catch. Martin tags up. He's going to come in and score. It's a 2-run game with 2 outs, 2 on in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting number 3, Cam Peschel.
Tying run on, represented by Ethan Miller. Peschel comes to the plate. Cam has yet to be on base. And you can argue that he's due, as he is the best hitter on this team. Came into the game with a batting average of .440 on the season. The pitch from Mongold misses for ball 1. The 1-0 is low for ball 2. A 2-0 count now for Peschel. Jones the runner at second, Miller the runner at first. Mongold looks back, delivers the 2-0, and that's on the up high inside corner for strike 1. Close call. Goes in favor of East Hardy. A 2-1 count right here. The pitch up high, ball 3. Mongold looks back. The 3-1 to Peschel, bounces, ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Sammy Vianney with 2 outs in the 7th.
White Honda Ridgeline. Please move your vehicle. Thank you. Now batting number 7, Sammy Vianney.
So Peschel is on. He is walked. Vianney comes to the plate. Don't want to walk a batter right here if your Levi Mongold, because that'll make it a one-run game. Vianney has yet to be on base. Top shelf strike one on the first pitch. And Vianney down in the count. 0-1. Start off. This will be pitch number 44 for Mongold. And it's outside for ball one. Mongold has struggled throwing strikes in this inning. If he walks this batter, it'll be 5-4. The 1-1, Vianney is going to lift it into right field. Charging under it is Price. It's down. Jones scores. Miller scores. We are tied. Wow, Sammy Vianney delivers. It's 5-5 in the seventh.
Now batting number 2, Logan Canfield.
Unbelievable, and Canfield has a chance to walk it off. Sammy Vianney, the 2 RBI single, keeps the Polar Bears alive. They do not go out easy. You can look at the Wheeling Park game, all the games this year. Top shelf strike one to Canfield. The pitch from Mongold, lifted in the air by Canfield. Sager diving makes the catch. We have extra innings from Mary Lou Retton Park. It's 5-5. We head to the 8th. You're watching live streaming coverage of Polar Bear Baseball on Video Productions.
Hi, this is Meredith Mayer from Fairmont, West Virginia, and when I'm back home, you can find me at my local Parmar store.
We have that thundering herd pride at your local Parmar stores. We are over 200 stores strong and growing. Download the Parmar app for even more savings and sign up for the Parmar Rewards Card. Whether it's food, gas, or groceries, we have you covered. We are Marshall and we are Parmar stores.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Welcome back, folks. We're in the 8th inning from Mary Lou Retton Park in a mid-postseason battle between Single-A East Hardy and Double-A Fairmont Senior, tied 5-5. Leading off this inning will be Mason Hamilton, followed by Garrett Van Meter and Levi Price. Sammy Vianney's 2 RBI single after the Bears entered the bottom of the 7th inning down 5-2. They come alive to tie it, score their first runs since the first inning, and they put 3 on the board. See if Polar Bears can carry that momentum into the 8th. Polar Bears lost in extra innings to Frankfurt earlier this year on a walk-off by the Falcons. And that'll be who Fairmont Senior plays on Monday, Tuesday, and potentially Wednesday as well. Hamilton to the plate for East Hardy. Brock Martin returns to the mound. He's got 44 pitches on the day. The first of the 8th. Swung on into left center field. Second hit of the day for East Hardy, and it comes by Mason Hamilton. Misplay by Hours in left field on a leadoff double for Hamilton. He's on with nobody out.
Now batting number 16, Garrett Van Meter.
Hours mishandled the ball in left field, allowed Hamilton to extend a single into the double. Van Meter comes to the plate, 1 on, nobody out, top of the 8th. Pitch from Martin, outside, ball 1. The pitch from Martin, swung on off his knee, Scooped up by Gorby. What a play. He throws to Jones in time for the out. Hamilton advances from second to third. Gorby plays it off the leg of Martin, and there's one away. Take another look at that. That is drilled right off
now batting number
the
one,
back of Martin's
Levi
leg.
Price.
Braden Gorby covers a lot of ground. He fielded that behind second base from the shortstop position. The throw was perfect to Jones.
Can't spring corn. All right, come on. Sammy, you got to stay in. Sammy. Sammy. Hayden's up. Sammy. Sammy.
At the plate, Levi Price. Runner in scoring position. He pops it up in foul territory. Jones charging after it, and it's just out of play. Right over the fence on the first base side. And it's an 0-1 count. Runner in scoring position with one out for East Hardy. Hamilton at third. Price has an 0-1 count. Price has struck out 3 times in this game. Hasn't been a game to remember for Levi Price. Here's the pitch from Martin. Bounces to Miller, gets away from him. Boy, East Hardy scored 2 runs on wild pitches, pass balls. Miller was able to keep it in front of him there, and the count is 1-1 to Price. East Hardy with a chance to take the lead in the 8th. Swing and a miss by Price. That's strike 2.
No, but I mean, if it's a player, we need to have that.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch from Martin outside, ball 2. 2-2 count for Price. The pitch from Martin swung on, gets through. 1 run is in. East Hardy back on top on the RBI single by Levi Price at 6-5. Another one right up the center. This time it doesn't bounce off Martin, and it gets through for a hit. 3rd hit of the day for East Hardy. They were no hit through 6 1/3. Still have 6 runs on the board. Big leadoff first for Price. Martin lobs it over the head of Miller. Price walks to second. Another runner in scoring position with 1 out. The pitch from Martin swung on, fouled, out of play by Logan Sager. The count is 1-1. The 1-1 from Martin is outside, ball 2. Sager on the day has popped out, walked, flown out, walked. He's got a 2-1 count here. 1 on, bounces to Miller. Miller keeps it in front of him, and it's a 3-1 count to Logan Sager. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch by Martin, that's behind Sager. And he walks. Another walk in this game for East Hardy. 2 on, 1 out. And here comes the meeting at the mound with Brock Martin. That is the 15th walk allowed by Polar Bear pitchers today. Canfield allowed 8. Martin has allowed 7. And there's 2 on with 1 out for East Hardy. They're going to bring in Braden Gorby to the mound. And remember, Gorby injured his left arm. That's his non-throwing arm, though. And Going into this game, Fairmont Senior definitely didn't want to have to use 3 pitchers. Gorby will warm up. We'll step aside. East Hardy leads 6-5 in the 8th. You're watching live streaming coverage of Polar Bear baseball here on Video Productions.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
I'm Keith Powell, and going on right now is my Keith Says Yes Fest. I'm saying yes to lowering your payments, yes to your trade-in, regardless of condition, miles, even if you're still making payments. My Keith Says Yes credit approval process helps me say yes, you're approved. So if you want new Chevys, yes. New Fords, yes. Lifetime warranty, yes. Come see me, Keith Powell at Yes Chevy in Hurricane and Yes Ford in Huntington.
Welcome back to Mary Lou Retton Park. Braden Gorby on the mound for the Polar Bears. In relief, Brock Martin. Look around at the adjustments in the field. Okay, so Brock Martin has moved back to right field. Cam Peschel has moved from right field to second. Vianney has scooched over to shortstop. Everyone else remains the same. Gorby goes from shortstop to pitcher. Here's the pitch by Gorby to Noah Sager. It's up high for ball 1. 2 runners aboard, Levi Price and Logan Sager. Swing and a miss there by Noah Sager, and the count is 1-1. Check to see, and yeah, Dayton Dove is in as a courtesy runner in place of Logan Sager. The 1-1, and that one looked good, but it's called ball 2. Two on, 1 out for East Hardy in the 8th. They lead 6-5. Here's the 2-1 from Gorby. A swing and a miss by Sager. Count 2-2. Gorby usually the Polar Bears go-to as a relief pitcher. He delivers that one high, and the count is full. The payoff pitch from Gorby. Swung on by Sager. This is into right field. Brock Martin charging after it, makes the catch. Look to throw the double play, hangs on to it. Runners remain at first and second for East Hardy, 2 away in the 8th. Shane Sisler comes back up to the plate for the Cougars. He started from the mound for East Hardy. Felt he was pulled a little bit early, but remember the meaning of this game for the coaches. You just want to get guys reps. That one goes curveball down the middle for strike 1 to Sisler. Pitch from Gorby, swung on, fouled, out of play. And an 0-2 count here. Want to get out of this inning without allowing East Hardy to do any more damage. It's got an 0-2 count. Gorby fires. It is grounded foul on the first base side by Sisler. Count remains 0-2. Gorby looks back. Big leadoff second. The pitch just high, ball 1. The 1-2, a swing and a miss, and Gorby records the strikeout. That gets Polar Bears into the bottom half of the 8th inning. They need 1 run to tie, 2 to win. We'll see if they can pull it off. You're watching live streaming coverage of Polar Bear baseball on Video Productions.
Hi, my name's Zach Frazier and I'm from Fairmont, West Virginia. And when I'm back at home in Fairmont, you'll find me at my local Par-Mar store.
We had that gold and blue pride at Par-Mar. There are literally hundreds of Par-Mar stores in West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, and Pennsylvania, and even more on the way. Download the Par-Mar app to save even more. And whether it's food, gas, groceries, or whatever, we have you covered at Par-Mar. West Virginia proud and ready to serve you.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Welcome back to Mary Lou Retton Park. We head into the bottom of the 8th inning. Leading off for the Polar Bears will be Dylan Hours, followed by Brock Martin and Matt Masters. This part of the order has done the damage in the first inning to give the Polar Bears a 2-0 lead.
Dylan Hours.
Fairmont Senior then led up 5 unanswered by East Hardy. Sammy Vianney delivered in the bottom of the 7th to tie it at 5. East Hardy responded with 1 run in the top of the 8th. Fairmont Senior needs to respond and put at least 1 on the board to keep this game going. Hours, the leadoff batter. Mongold back to the mound for East Hardy. The first pitch is down the middle for strike 1. The 0-1, that bounces in front of Sager. And the count is 1-1 to Hours. The windup by Mongold. That one bounces again, and it's a 2-1 count. Mongold entered the 7th inning up 5-2. Had to face 8 batters, and it was really the first time East Hardy's given up walks and errors. 2-1 is lifted in the air. Moving under it is Sager in foul territory. And he makes the catch for the out. That was in the blind spot on the camera angles and the blind spot from the press box. But Logan Sager makes the catch against the net for the first out of the inning. Brings up Brock Martin. Martin has been the MVP from the plate to this point for the Polar Bears. That one was high for ball 1. A wind up by Mongold. That one misses ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, 1 out, nobody on. The windup by Mongold fires to Martin inside corner for strike 1. Two-on count. Here's the pitch. Swung on by Martin. That is lifted. Moving under it is Hamilton, the second baseman. Finds it in the lights and makes the catch. 2 away. Nobody on for the Polar Bears. And Fairmont Senior down to their last out. It's Matt Masters to the plate. Masters had the game-winning home run in the playoff game against North Marion. They need something from him here, trailing by 1 with 2 outs, nobody on the bottom of the 8th. The pitch from Mongold, inside, strike 1. East Hardy Cougars looking for win number 21 on the season. Off speed by Mongold, misses for ball 1. The 1-1, low, ball 2. Pitch down the middle, strike 2. Polar Bears down to their last strike. Need something here from Masters. A 2-2 count. Nobody on, 2 outs. The pitch by Mongold misses high, and the count is full. The payoff pitch is low, ball 4, tying run aboard. It's Matt Masters. He is on with 2 outs.
21, Hayden Jones.
That brings up Hayden Jones. He was the hero in the Wheeling Park game a couple weeks ago with the walk-off against the AAA Wheeling Park Patriots. Represents the winning run here. He lifts it into left center field. Moving under it. And making the catch, Noah Sager does it. The East Hardy Cougars travel 2.5 hours to Fairmont to pull off a 6-5 win in extra innings. And they improved to 21-6 on the year. Polar Bears fall to 21-7. And the scheduled mid-postseason game does not go the way the Polar Bears planned. They fall to East Hardy. We'll take a break. We'll have the post-game wrap-up when we return. We thank you for watching live streaming coverage of Polar Bear Baseball on Video Productions.
I'm Keith Powell, and going on right now is my Keith Says Yes Fest. I'm saying yes to lowering your payments, yes to your trade-in, regardless of condition, miles, even if you're still making payments. My Keith Says Yes credit approval process helps me say yes, you're approved. So if you want new Chevys, yes. New Fords, yes. Lifetime warranty, yes. Come see me, Keith Powell at Yes Chevy in Hurricane and Yes Ford in Huntington.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
Hi, this is Meredith Mayer from Fairmont, West Virginia, and when I'm back home, you can find me at my local Parmar store.
We had that thundering herd pride at your local Parmar stores. We are over 200 stores strong and growing. Download the Parmar app for even more savings and sign up for the Parmar Rewards Card. Whether it's food, gas, or groceries, we have you covered. We are Marshall and we are Parmar stores.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Since 1965, the team at City Construction has been an industry leader in all facets of construction, shaping the West Virginia landscape with some of the most recognizable commercial projects throughout the state. As one of the largest general contractors in north central West Virginia, our outstanding record of quality workmanship and personal service is here for your next project. Call our team of experts today.
Give us the opportunity to design build your next project. City Construction Company, West Virginia proud since 1965.
Welcome back to Mary Lou Retton Park, scene where East Hardy, the Cougars, have come to Mary Lou Retton Park in Fairmont to defeat the Fairmont Senior Polar Bears 6-5. They improve to 21-6, giving them momentum as they head into their Single A Regional Championship series against South Harrison, the team the Polar Bears will be playing tomorrow on the road. Fairmont Senior falls to 21-7. Second loss in the last 3 games as Polar Bears trying to build momentum moving into the regional championship series against Frankfort. Doesn't work out the way they planned here. We'll take you through a recap of the game, and boy, was it an interesting one. Slayton Jack, running in place of Logan Canfield, as well as Dylan Hour, scored in the first inning on a 2 RBI double by Brock Martin. Gave the Polar Bears a 2-0 lead. They held that lead all the way till the 4th inning when Brandon Jones and Evan Hamilton scored for East Hardy to even it up. It would remain 2-2 until the 6th when Mason Hamilton's run would be the tiebreaker on the pass ball. And East Hardy was actually no hit through 6 1/3 innings in this game. And to that point, they had led 3-2. In the top of the 7th, they extended their 3-2 lead as Sager and Sisler came across to score to make it 5-2 East Hardy. Polar Bears wouldn't be denied in 7 as Brock Martin scored on a sacrifice fly by Matt Masters, and Sammy Vianney played hero for a minute. A 2 RBI single sent Hayden Jones and Ethan Miller to the plate to tie it 5-5, sent us to extra innings. And it was Mason Hamilton, for the second time today, came across to score to give East Hardy a 6-5 lead. It ended up being the game-winning run as flip it to the bottom of the 8th inning. Fairmont Senior put 1 run on. Matt Masters was walked, and after that it was a fly out by Hayden Jones, the last out, catch made by Noah Seger in center field for the Cougars, and they win it in extra innings 6-5. Second time this year the Polar Bears have fallen in extra innings. They lost to Frankfort in 9 innings at Frankfort in the regular season. They'll be back at Frankfort on Monday for Game 1. And if you're wondering how we're going to do the broadcast for the regional championship, it's not set in stone yet, but Game 1 at Frankfort, probably almost definitely a no, and you're going to have to follow that live either on Game Changer, Score Stream, Max Preps, somewhere to see if the Polar Bears win. Game 2 is guaranteed. That's back here. Whoever wins Game 1 will have a chance to win the series and go to Charleston here on this field on Tuesday. If it goes to Game 3 on Wednesday, we'll try to arrange some things to get this Video Productions broadcast up to Mineral County to broadcast Game 3, a winner-take-all, basically a Game 7, if you're an NBA, NHL, MLB fan. And the winner will go to Charleston. And there will be 4 regional champions, as there's 4 regions in the state. Those 4 regional champions will be reseeded in Charleston. The number 1 seed will play the number 4 seed in the semifinals. The 2 will play the 3. The 2 winners of those 2 games will play Saturday, June 1st for the AA championship crown. Upcoming for the Polar Bears tomorrow will be another game similar to this, one of these mid-post-season tune-up games at South Harrison and Harrison County. Coming up on Video Productions, if you followed lacrosse at all this year, we will be doing the 4 lacrosse games from Milan Pharmaceuticals Stadium at University High School on Saturday, an all-day event, 11, 1, 30, 4, and 7. 4 games, 2 boys and 2 girls lacrosse games, and I will be lucky enough to cover the University Fairmont Senior girls lacrosse game starting at 4 o'clock on Saturday. That'll be the next time we'll be here on Video Productions. Until then, we thank you for tuning in. It was a wild game, a sloppy game, but it ended up being a pretty close game and one to remember for East Hardy, and we'll see if they can carry that momentum into the Single A Regional Championship Series. Congratulations to them. We wish them good luck. Polar Bears will be back in action in Harrison County tomorrow before heading off to Frankfort on Monday. The final score from Mary Lou Retton Park, East Hardy 6, Fairmont Senior 5. We thank you for watching live streaming coverage of Polar Bear baseball on Video Productions.